Commander, I think we just hit pod people.
Whoa! What happened?
Wow.
What?
That was...
Oh, is everybody here? Check. Stephanie, you're here?
I'm here.
Joseph?
Yep, all here.
Josh?
Yes.
Okay, Josh is here.
I'm here.
Wait,
Right.
who?
Who are you?
You guys, I beamed you on the ship, on y'all's teapot.
It's you again. Look, I thought the judge was very clear about our arrangement. This is a little less than 500 feet. I have a feeling. I'm afraid I'm going to have to hit the eject button on you.
Go for it. Did you hit the eject button or the disintegrator button?
Oh, good question. Oh well, welcome to Pod People, everybody. You don't care, but we're going to tell you anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It appears all that time and space has, unfortunately, given our good friend Josh the space plague.
I'm dying.
Oh.
He was so young.
He's going to be out of commission for a while. But we did find this person here, floating out in space with us.
How are you surviving?
Really?
How do any of us survive out in space? None of us had helmets on. I don't really understand the logic of that.
Aristotle.
But welcome, Rebekah, to our peapod.
Hello. I like it. It's quaint.
Thank you.
Thank you. We've been doing some redesigning type things.
We recently remodeled.
I like the blue. It's very nice.
Thank you.
It's better than the eyesore that was there before. Josh may be sick, but he can still entertain us with one of his fantastic fables. Take it away, Josh.
I don't know if you guys remember these little mini RC cars from like Radio Shack.
Yes.
Well, there was this weird fog one morning when I went to high school, and there's these little tiny frogs everywhere, mini little frogs, right? So my friend pulls out his mini RC car, and he's like running them all over.
That is terrible.
And he's like committing all these hate crimes against these poor frogs. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? So he grabs one and puts it on top of the little RC car.
Oh.
And he's like crashing into things, but that I give credit to that little frog. It was holding on. It was still alive.
Oh.
And he wasn't torturing. Yeah, he was torturing them. But this little guy just stayed alive on top of the car. So he kept it and named it. I don't know if he named it Kermit or something, but he kept them.
I'm sure.
I don't know how long he had him for, but that was a messed up.
That frog earned his respect.
Really, he did.
That taught him something that day about frogs.
He learned to love.
He probably grew up to become that guy from the Muppet movie that kills those frogs. Kill frogs.
I absolutely hate frogs. I can't stand being around them.
Me too. Oh my gosh, hate them.
I am so happy I'm not the only one, because
Yes.
Frogs are so nice. Why would you hate frogs? I don't understand.
they're ugly and I hate ugly things.
They're not ugly. Frogs are not ugly. They're cute little amphibians. What? I don't understand.
They're not cute.
They're all slimy and they stare at you and they're all green and.
Then you.
Well, I have a couple of pet peeves. And my number one pet peeve of all time is smacking.
Oh, so you mean like people when they're eating and they chew. And
whether they're eating or they're talking or
what about when they're singing? I hate it when I hear it in a song. It's disgusting.
I've never heard it in a song before.
In a Korean song that I really like it, but one of the girls in the group has a really bad voice, and it's so obvious, and that's all I can hear when she's singing.
They're too close to the microphone, and you hear everything going on in their mouth. I hate spit in general, whether I hear it, see it, anything. Just gross. This is also why I don't like Tobey Maguire, because he always has a wet bottom lip. I'm just saying.
He has a wet bottom lip. I never noticed that about him.
He always has a spitty lip. It's disgusting.
Let's show some pictures right now. Let's see if we can prove this.
I found a picture of Tobey Maguire with a spitty lip on uglymales.com.
Oh, excellent. Oh.
See,
What?
I think the posed pictures, they probably wipe his lip or something, but while he's talking and through every movie, Spitty lip.
Oh my, hey, Stephanie.
Kind of looks like my dad in this picture.
I've only met your dad once, but now I'm forever going to imagine him just with that face.
I can't look at Tobey Maguire the same way again. Or my dad.
You look at your father, you see Tobey Maguire. You look at Tobey Maguire, you see your father.
Stephanie, I'm sorry to tell you this, but your father is Tobey Maguire. I'm sorry to find out this way.
The test results are in. He is Tobey Maguire. Wow. It's time to read our letters.
Yay.
We need to have like a Blue's Clues like letter song.
How does the Blue's Clues song go? I forgot.
Mail.
I think it's like mail. Like mail.
Letter.
Let me look up. I need to see the lyrics for that. I used to know the whole song.
Oh, yeah. All I remember from Blue's Clues is, let's look in our handy-dandy notebook. And then children screaming at whatever his name was, Steve, the whole time. And he was just such an idiot about everything. Like, I would be yelling at the TV, like, it's behind you, Steve. Steve, the clue's behind you. Steven, listen to my voice. It's behind you, on the vase. The clue, it's on the vase. It's behind you. It's behind you! The clue is behind you! And he would be like, can you help me look for it? Is it over here on the coffee table?
Wait.
Is it on the ceiling?
I'm pretty sure that's why they replaced him.
Yeah, that's why
they didn't do much better though.
They sure as heck didn't do better. I'm pretty sure they replaced him because it gets creepy, like when the guy is like in his mid-40s. Well, I guess Mr. Rogers is like the one exception.
But he was like old enough to like be all gray.
Yeah, he was like he was like your grandfather old.
Exactly.
He wasn't like middle-aged guy who drives a van and is going to molest you old.
So for years, I had believed that somebody told me that the reason he wore long sleeves is because he had tattoos all up and down his arms, and that he was like the Army's like top sniper.
They were all rumors, yeah.
I was so disappointed. I mean, well,
could you just imagine like one day like there's a rebellion in that little kingdom or whatever inside that little train set, and he has to like I don't know, snipe the king or something.
Yeah, the one with the creepy voice. Hello.
The one with the creepy hello.
Straight through the eye.
Straight through the eye. Blood gushes everywhere. There are children screaming.
He like falls over and the train runs him over just to make
All right. Well, we have a couple pictures, and we have one real letter anyway, and some tweets. See, the first letter is from Sorton. I don't know if that's one of these crazy hippie names that parents are giving their children nowadays, or if that's like a screen name or what, but this is from Sorton. It says, "Hello, pod people. I just wanted to say I really like the show and hope you can continue to keep producing more episodes. I just have one small piece of constructive feedback to give." Oh, great, yeah. Have Joseph fix his microphone. It sounds like he's talking through a quote-unquote tin can or something. I'm sincerely just a fan of the show. Sorton. Yes, we know exactly what you're talking about. What most people don't know is that Joseph is actually a Japanese robot who's made of tin.
I have to thank this Sorton fellow for having a very good, like, their spelling was good in this letter.
Oh, thank you.
And their punctuality was on point. I really respect that.
So thank you very much, Sorton, for writing in. We actually have solved this problem. We got Joe a new voice box.
We've been doing some redesigning.
Now, every so often, people send us pictures of Kermit the Frog in various situations and places. It's a little segment that we like to call Kermit Was There. And this first image here was submitted by Daniel Stevens.
That's unfortunate.
I like how the cat is like actually holding that bottle. Like I didn't notice that before.
Also, I believe there's a cigarette in its mouth.
Is there a cigarette in that cat? Yeah, there is.
Yes.
I couldn't tell because the fur's white. Yeah, there's a cigarette in his mouth. Wow. This is Kermit was found at the end of his rope.
I hope my cat never sees this.
Yeah,
he doesn't need this kind of influence.
This is like rated R for cats and Muppets. Thank you so much for sending that in, Daniel. It's brilliant. And thank you for watching as well. And we have another image here. You'll never believe who sent this one in. It's Kermit going through a Stargate. It's from our #1 science fiction fanatic, #3 fan, and all around a good person, great guy. We have a lot of fun with him on the show, but he's a good guy. The Stranger. I think my favorite part about this picture is the fact that he does not look like he's dressed for space at all.
Like Indiana Jones.
It's like an Indiana Jones Kermit meets the Stargate. So thank you very much for sending that in. We also have some tweets here. I twarted this twit here. I tweeted this. How do you feel about Eureka getting canceled in honor of our recent guest appearance? At Bruce Miller said, sad, but there are still a bunch of awesome episodes left to air. Please watch. And Optic Heart said, it's not over till it's over. We're working on the issue. And then he spammed us a link to some website. So, fascinating tweets. Groundbreaking stuff. Clearly not boring in any way whatsoever. Alright, everybody. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Stephanie, Joseph, and Rebekah, thank you so much for being here. Sorry today's show was a complete disaster.
No, good. I love it. I love disaster. That's my life.
Love disaster. She's the master of disaster.
Oh.
That's a really generic nickname.
That would be terrible. Hello, master.
Hello.
Master, that's super long.
We could always abbreviate it, like MOD. Mod.
Wait, you mean the tall one that sounds like a man? Thanks.
Oh, she died. I didn't know she died.
Yeah, they're all dead except for Betty White.
Oh man, that's really ominous and sad. Because
they all like died right after each other too.
Yeah,
they died like all kind of in order. One in 2008, one in 2009, and one in 2010. And not in the same order, but they also died in May, June, and July.
This is some kind of conspiracy going on here. Someone's picking off the Golden Girls one by one, a year apart. A year and a month apart.
Let's hope that Betty White can make it through the rest of this month, and it's like gonna be
okay.
31st.
This is a horrible thing. I feel ashamed as a human person, but let's place bets right now.
No.
Who says Betty White's gonna die this month?
You know what? I think Betty White's a winner. I think she's gonna be alive longer than me.
Okay.
Is what I think.
Okay.
Betty White will never die.
This sounds horrible, but someone has to take this position that Betty White is going to die this month.
If you put this on the podcast, nobody will watch your show anymore. I'm just letting you know.
I don't care. Nobody watches it right now. All right. Stephanie, once again, thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me, Rebekah and Joseph and Josh. I'm Tim saying goodnight. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next week on Pod People.
I found giant marshmallows at Walmart the other day. Whenever I say giant, I mean they were like almost the size of the palm of my hand.
Yes, wow. I've had those giant marshmallows before. They almost make me sick because it's like I'm biting into like a fruit or something. Because it's like it feels like an apple in my hand, but when you bite into it, it's a marshmallow.
The thing I thought of when I saw that was, man, it would be terrible to play Chubby Bunny with those.